live.
You're watching KHQ Channel 6 Local News.
From your Northwest News Channel, this is Q6 News at 5.
Panic in Pullman. Riot police sent tear gas into the air trying to control nearly 1,000 WSU students who waged war with police into the early morning hours. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Beverly Carr.
And I'm Rick Douglas. This was supposed to be a special Bloomsday edition of Q6 News, but due to what's happened in Pullman, we are beginning with team coverage of the riot, a riot that is making national news tonight. People in Pullman say they have never seen anything like it. Take a look.
Now, Dana Haynes has been in Pullman since early this morning. She continues our team coverage. Now, Dana, it's hard to believe those pictures are from Pullman.
That's right, Rick and Bev. In fact, the sheriff down here, Sheriff Steve Thompson, tells us that he compares this to the riots nearly 30 years ago at the University of California at Berkeley. And he says, in his opinion, this riot last night was worse. And in fact, students had no problem taking pieces of chain link fence like this, hurling them at police. You're looking at the front lines of what police call the worst violence to ever hit this college town.
You're trying to dodge the bricks and the bottles and the stop signs and the fences. Whatever else they threw at us.
Whitman County Deputy Doug Stanley had his leg broken. Police say what started as a party turned ugly around 1 p.m. A bonfire was lit on Colorado Street. The crowd grew to estimates between 500 and 1,000, and as it ballooned, its members got bold, hurling anything and everything at police.
We knew anytime we started to move, they would surge at us. And so I'm absolutely shocked at the behavior of the students. As a graduate of Washington State University, I've never been so embarrassed in my life. They were completely out of control. We're absolutely lucky that nobody got killed up there.
By daylight, it looks like a war zone. Some students still carrying their weapon of choice, attitude.
College, people do weird stuff, people do stupid things, and I guess you got to take it for what it is.
Yeah, I really feel bad for that guy, and I'm sorry, but, you know, we were fine before they came. They were all just sitting here doing nothing, and they came and people cheered like they were waiting for them to come.
Now, we might add that several students today we talked to said they're very embarrassed by the events that happened last night. And President Sam Smith says student leaders are working overtime to keep the peace tonight. Now, along with police, they said last night they were just trying to keep the riot or get the riot under control. Tonight, if something like this happens again, they say they are prepared to make arrests. They have the National Guard on alert tonight. And at this point, only a few are in custody. The police say that they are going to make many more arrests in the days to come. Rick, Bev?
All right, thanks very much. Dana Haynes reporting to us live from the campus at Washington State University. It was mayhem last night in Pullman. You saw many students grabbing bottles, rocks, whatever else they could hurl, but others picked up their cameras to record the event. Laura Papetti joins us live now from Pullman with some exclusive video. Laura.
A
A bonfire burned in the middle of Colorado Street around 1 a.m. 500 to 1,000 students were on hand. Police couldn't break it up. In came a wave of tear gas around 2 in the morning, but the effect was slight. The students picked up the tear gas and threw it right back at police. They also threw around some harsh words.
I say we kill the pig! I say we kill the police. I say we kill them.
The students continued to fight back for the next couple of hours, tearing down a nearby fence and burning trash. Even when fire trucks came, the crowd refused to budge. In the early morning hours, students defended their actions.
It's against the system. They're totally putting us down. They're totally secluding us. I mean, what are we doing? We're having a good time.
By morning, the so-called good time had injured 23 officers, and students were on the ground writhing in pain from mace. About 6 a.m., the riot was over, but the investigation was just beginning.
Now, Rick, we talked to hospital administrators. While about 23 police officers were treated, only a handful of students went in for treatment. But they believe that many more students may have been injured and require some treatment, but that they're afraid to go in the hospital because they might be turned in. Hospital administrators say they will not be turned in, that will be considered a medical issue, which is confidential, and that they will be treated as such. I'll send it back to you, Rick.
All right, thanks very much, Laura Popetti, live from Pullman. And stay with Q6 News for continuing coverage of the WSU riot coming up tonight at 6. We'll have more live coverage from the campus in Pullman.